Now, Logos Bible software is the #1 game changer in deepening your understanding of God's Word. It's the most powerful Bible software on the planet. However, if you're new to Logos, it can be very difficult to understand what you should purchase. There are base packages, feature sets, and of course, the many books and resources that you can add to your library. If you've been interested in investing in Logos, but you're unsure where to start, you've come to the right place. This video is going to be the first video in a multi-video series where we seek to go through all of the details regarding the potential Logos purchases you may want to make. We're going to be talking about base packages and feature sets, as well as some of the highlighted resources that people often purchase. My name is Pastor Tanner, and I love to teach people about Logos here on YouTube, and I'm hoping that I can walk you through a buying guide and a step-by-step series so you'll understand what you may want to purchase for yourself. Now, in this starting video, I want to talk a little bit about the sorts of things that you need to think about when you come to Logos Bible software. Why are you purchasing the software? What is your purpose and intention? How do you intend to use it? And I want to help you develop your best buying strategy so you can get the most value out of your purchase. The first question I like to ask is, why Logos? Well, like I said earlier, Logos is the best Bible software on the planet. I've been a loyal customer since 2014, and I've invested literally thousands into the program itself. Now, why would I do that? Well, Logos has many advantages, but I'm just going to name 4 of them right here. First, Logos shortens the time that it takes for you to prep your Sunday sermons or your Bible study lessons. I cut my Bible study prep and my sermon prep in a quarter once I started using Logos Bible software. Also, you're going to get a lot deeper insights once you start digging into Logos. You're going to have access to the original languages in a way you didn't before, even if you don't speak Greek or Hebrew. And you are going to have a lot of resources available to you to dig through good commentaries and dictionaries and greater access to them than ever before. Also, Logos is great, thirdly, for your personal growth. It aids you in terms of personal reading plans. It aids you in highlighting those passages and taking notes on those passages that you're interested in, and even setting up a prayer list. And finally, number 4, I regard Logos as the Google for books. Imagine if you could take all of the books off your shelf and search them like you do a library, like you do Google. This is going to be what you can do in Logos Bible software. Your library becomes searchable, and you can go through the entire thing and search your library for all of those deep insights. Now, again, in this first video, I want you to ask yourself this. What are you trying to get out of Logos? Logos Bible software really is 2 things in one, and this is going to be your first decision point in terms of what you want to purchase. On the one hand, Logos Bible software is a targeted tool set for helping you to understand and study the Bible. It is focused on the Bible, understanding the original languages, and giving you greater access to that than ever before. If this is all you are interested in when it comes to Logos Bible software, you're going to be interested in the feature sets, and I'm going to review those in a separate video, all of the feature sets available to you. In Logos 9, we have some great feature sets, and I think they pack more value than ever before, and we're going to be talking about those in a separate video. However, Logos is also a searchable library. Think Kindle meets Google. I don't know about you, but sometimes I've brought up a book in Kindle and I'm looking for a quote, and the book has to index really quick before it will search for that quote for me. Well, that's not the case in Logos. Once you've downloaded Logos, it indexes your entire library so that you can search your whole library for a quote. If you could go to all of the books on your bookshelf and Google them, just like you do online, you could realize the power of Logos right away. If this is the aspect of Logos Bible software that you're interested in, if it's this Kindle Advanced sensation that you're going to get with the software, then you're going to be interested in the base packages. And I'm going to have several videos going through each of the base packages and each of those base package tiers. So I want you first to ask yourself this question. Is all I'm interested in just the Bible and digging into what the Bible itself says? I don't want to reference dictionaries. I don't want to reference commentaries. I don't want to read through monographs. If that's the case, you're going to be looking at feature sets. But if you want to get that Logos advantage of the searchable digital library, then you're going to be wanting to look at base packages. I personally love base packages. Now, I do want to answer this question next. Well, why base packages? You said it's a searchable library, but shouldn't I just go in and pick out the books that I want, the commentaries that I like, and buy those individually? Now, that may seem like a good idea at the outset. You can purchase books a la carte in that manner. However, base packages represent a value in 2 separate ways. First of all, base packages have pennies on the dollar for the resources that you're getting in them. Is there a commentary set that you really like? I bet if that commentary set is available in a base package, you would be getting a much steeper discount on it. These base packages are formed in such a way that when a user buys them, they come with a full-fledged library that is available to them and is custom-made and tailor-made so that they can take the most advantage of the software. And so the pennies on the dollar aspect means you're getting more bang for your buck, more value if you get that resource as part of a base package. The second aspect is the thing I already mentioned, the power of a searchable library. I can't tell you how many times I've been doing sermon prep or trying to put together a Bible study, and I was searching for a topic or idea, and I hadn't known of a resource that I had that addressed it. But instead, I just searched my entire library, and I found an amazing book that was in my library that I didn't individually even know I owned. Now, that might sound very bad to you. You didn't even know what you owned, but I never would have bought that book separately. But it turned out to be the number one resource in that sermon prep or in that Bible study, and I found it through a simple search. The larger your library, the more you can take advantage of this searchable library, and that is going to give you that power as you are looking for different topics and you are examining and looking for those different ideas. Now, the third one, and I didn't mention this before, but the third aspect that is helpful about buying base packages is base packages come with what's called dynamic pricing. Dynamic pricing means that you never have to pay for a resource twice. If you buy a base package that has a subset of resources in it, I want you to know that if you buy another base package as a later date, any books that you already own are calculated and the cost is reduced. Oftentimes, your cost for upgrades is much cheaper than the initial purchase because you have that dynamic pricing built in. So that can be a huge advantage of base packages. Okay, so maybe you're interested in a base package at this point, and you're saying, all right, which do I get? Well, that's going to depend upon your individual needs. And like I said, we're going to put together a whole series of videos on all of the different base package tiers. But here's what I want to encourage you with. You can really mix and match those base packages for what exactly you're looking for, and you can put together those base packages based upon the commentaries you want, the dictionaries you want, and those resources that you'd like. Now, I would encourage this at the outset. This is from a user's perspective that wants to get the most bang for their buck and intends on investing heavily in Logos for the future. Because I have a long ministry ahead of me, I want to get a good amount of resources, and I want to be invested in these for the future because I know it's going to pay dividends down the road. Because of that, here is what I would recommend if you want to be a user that invests a lot in the program. I would encourage you to buy the best or biggest base package that you can afford. I know that sounds sales pitchy. I know it sounds like I'm trying you to buy the most, but the fact of the matter is, the larger the base package you get, the larger that discount you get for those purchases. I want to tell you my individual story at this point. When I first bought Logos Bible software and decided to invest in the program, I had saved up a lot of money and I was looking for what I was going to buy. And I decided, I believe, to invest in the Platinum package. It's been years now. And I will tell you, I did not use that Platinum package very long before I called up again and I wanted to upgrade my Platinum to Diamond. Now, I took a hit in terms of the value that I got. Even though I had dynamic pricing, I got the books in Platinum at a slightly higher price than they would have been if I bought those same books in the Diamond package. And so you're going to want to jump on the largest base package that you can afford if you really want to invest in a lot of the Logos Bible software and having this broad, searchable library. So that's what I would encourage you with. Remember, you can always mix and match. It is a good idea sometimes to pick the base package of gold while also picking up the Lutheran package of bronze because it has some specific resources that you might be interested in. And again, we're going to talk about all of those details when we get into the base package videos. So if you're interested in buying base packages and jumping in with both feet and building up a nice searchable library, I would set yourself a budget, save up, and then look at all of the base packages in the tier that you have marked out for yourself. Okay, now here's why I want you to do that. Let's say you're looking at the silver base packages. That's what you've decided you want to budget for and you want to go for. Well, there are many different silver base packages. Silver Standard, Silver Baptist, Silver Reformed, etc. Now, I don't want you to just purchase the base package that has your set denomination marked out. I want you to think of these base packages as options that you can choose from. You have all of these options available to you, and who cares if it says Baptist or if it says Lutheran on the title? The question is, which books are you getting in that package? Which resources are available to you? That is the key that you're going to want to analyze, and that is going to be the topic of each of the videos coming up where I go into the individual base packages. So we're going to have 2 sets of videos for you to go into. If you're interested merely in the features themselves because you just want to dig into the Bible and get access to those original languages, then you're going to want one of the feature sets and check out the feature sets video. We're going to put that together and compare all the feature sets that are available. If, however, you're interested in building a library that's customized based upon what you want to get from it, then you're going to want to look at all of the libraries. And we're going to put each of these sets of libraries in a different video. I'm going to examine all of the starter libraries and compare and contrast them. I'm going to examine all of the bronze libraries and compare and contrast them. So pick the tier you're interested in and check out our video at that tier, because that's where I'm going to emphasize the differences between the packages and hopefully help you make the best decision possible when it comes to your Logos Bible software purchase. Thanks. God bless.